Alrighty, welcome back to episode 3 of the TBPL official podcast. Today's guest, we have Briezzey. Say hello, please.
What's up?
Alright, Briezzey. Me and you are pretty good friends, I would say. So this is gonna be a fun
Yeah.
episode. I'll go ahead and we'll open up with a quote unquote controversial question, okay? Could
Uh,
you give us a top 5 players of the league right now and why they're ranked as such? I had to crack
yeah.
open one.
Sure. I'm gonna start off at number five, of course. I think I'm gonna give number five to um. I really like Crew. Crew's a really good player.
Underrated.
That's a hot take. I think Crew is a top five player.
Easily.
I really think he is, and I think he fits very well in the five. I mean, He's a great pitcher.
He can
Phenomenal
hit, he can
pitcher.
pitch. He's
Yeah,
like, okay,
he's just
basically, sorry for cutting you off. The things I've heard, at least from like everybody that's played him, he's like a mini Geraldo, is what
yeah,
I've heard.
yeah.
Who you got
He's
number 4?
Number four is tough. I think I'd have to give number four to Damien. Damien is just also a great all-around player.
Agreed.
Some can argue he's a top three player, but man, top three is just dangerous.
Top 3, yeah. I
Oh,
mean, who do you think the top 3 is? You don't have to give them in like an order. I just want to hear what you think the top 3 players are.
top three for me is Geraldo, Ish, and Toasted.
Wow, so you don't even have yourself in there.
No,
I'm kind of surprised you don't. You're pretty good, but
I don't
I can see
know.
it. So you think Ish is better than Damien?
I do. I think Ish is really, really good.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Ish at two over
So
Toasted.
you would rather play prime Damien than prime Ish?
Right.
Okay. That's fair, I guess. Wow. So I don't know how to respond to that. Honestly, I thought you were gonna put yourself. I think you're a great player, but I guess not. Let's see. So you know the draft that's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So I think my predictions are for the draft. I've said this a billion times. I'm pretty sure. So my draft is Geraldo's going to go to the Pirates, which is pretty much confirmed because of last episode. I think you're going to go to the Rage, and I think the Gamblers are going to get toasted. Now,
I think
out
that's
of those,
exactly how it's
out
gonna
of just let's pretend that every team has the first round pick. What team do you want to get drafted to the least? Like, what team do you absolutely hate over the others?
go. Ooh, this is tough. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, it's gonna be funny. The Vipers.
Wow. What the Vipers
I
do?
it's got a weird atmosphere going on.
Is it
I
because
don't
you
know how
used
to
to own the
explain it.
Vipers?
Sorta, and they just like I don't know how
Did
to
they scare
explain it
you away?
really. I like Trixie, but I don't know about the rest of the players.
I don't think anybody knows about the rest of the players.
Yeah,
Anyway, skipping. What
exactly.
team would you want to get drafted by the most? I would assume it's the Rage.
God, it's between the Rage and the Gamblers. I mean, I love both of those teams. And
What?
Darkside is a great GM,
I agree.
and Pope is just really chill. And I love Ish and Damien. They're both great. So those are both great teams.
Okay, okay. Um, let's see. I'm surprised you didn't mention the Pirates because they're kind of contending right now. Would you not want to get drafted by the Pirates?
I mean, I'd be fine with getting drafted by the Pirates, but me and Landon don't have the best history.
Oh,
So,
would you be willing to elaborate?
uh, well, he gave me two warnings about. I don't even know. I think I upset him somehow. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it
So
was.
that's how he dishes out warnings. You
Yeah.
offend him, and then he just gives you a warning.
Well, that's one of my warnings. My warnings is disrespected. I can see what it is.
That's
I think
Discord mod behavior. Landon can
I
be a bozo sometimes, so it's all good.
yeah.
All
Ooh,
right. This question's pretty controversial, so I kind of want to know your reaction. What would your
all right.
reaction be if Cherry was unbanned right now?
Whoa. Okay.
For those that don't know or aren't in the Discord or just don't pay attention in the Discord, Cherry is permanent or not permanently. Has been banned or slash suspended from the season. So, what would your reaction be, Briezzey?
I don't know. I think Cherry and Ish have done some equally stupid things. So I think they're both up there for being banned. But
So,
if
sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
was it?
You're right.
But if Cherry's getting the same punishment, I feel like Ish should get the same punishment. So I think Cherry should be back in the server personally.
Okay.
But
So you feel if Ish isn't gone, Cherry shouldn't be as well.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I can actually agree with that. Yeah, I'll definitely bring that up. Definitely. We'll see what we can do about that. It'd be interesting though, cause fun story. You were there too, Briezzey. We played
Mhm.
Among Us last night at like what 2 o'clock in the morning
Something
with a bunch of
crazy.
people, and Cherry was just watching. He was like, "Hey, I want to play with you guys. Can you time me?" I was like, "You know what? As long as you don't type in anything, sure." Dude obliged. Dude did good. Dude joined.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, dude was he did pretty good. It wasn't annoying. He just did his own thing. It was great. So I think there's definitely room for Cherry to be back in the server. We'll just have to discuss it with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Let's see. Back into the draft, or I should say before the draft. What is the most underrated team going into the draft?
Here's the thing. I haven't been paying attention to teams' rosters and stuff, but I heard. What team did I hear about? It was something about the Panthers. I heard the Panthers were pretty good
You mean the
going
Cougars?
into the season. Yeah, whatever they
how,
are.
how did you?
I don't even
Whatever
know
they
what they're
are.
called, but I heard they were pretty good.
Jesus.
Or the Gold Eyes. I heard the Gold Eyes were pretty solid.
Yeah, the Gold Eyes aren't too bad. I think personally for me, it's either the Pirates, believe it or not. Landon has said that he has another pick up his sleeve that is besides Geraldo. So maybe him, but at the same time, I feel like it's the crew or not crew, sorry. I feel like it's the Mustangs or it's the Gold Eyes.
Yeah.
Cuz I feel like they have good people they could build around, and I feel like if they just get players that I wouldn't say, I mean, they could just develop them, sure. I feel like if they get good players they could just develop, will be good. Stuff like that, you know?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, this one's good. So last year, Toasted arguably, or yeah, won the MVP that should have arguably went to Geraldo. It's like 50-50. And Ish won MVP as well. What are your predictions this season for both leagues?
Okay. I think. I don't think Ish is going back to back. I really do think Geraldo is going to win it this year or this season.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, depending if Geraldo goes to National League, right? So,
What? No, he would be in the American. No, he would be in the National, and I'm pretty sure Toasted would be as well if he goes to the Gamblers.
I'm thinking Geraldo over Toasted this season.
Okay. And what about
I
in
think,
the American League? I think, as of right now, and this would be great to quote me later. I think the only good players. Let's assume you get drafted by the Rage, right? The
mhm.
only good players in the American League, or sorry, the National League with the Rage. I think it's just you. Assuming nobody else
I
is there.
mean, I don't know about Darkseid. If Darkseid comes back and
That's
starts
true.
playing, but I don't know his intentions this year on playing, to be honest.
Dude, the National League's kind of crazy right now. Let's see. There's assuming my draft selection is correct. Geraldo, Toasted, Ish, Damien, Crew, and Drew.
Yeah, I mean, that's the clear favorite, I think. I
Jesus.
mean, That's crazy. That's
There's like 6 people in there. Just MVP. They had all had MVP seasons last season. So I mean,
3 MVP caliber players right there. Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
Jeez.
think the crew way is gonna help them escape from that team.
Wait, question: is the Crewway a cult?
Yeah.
Damn right it is. Next question. Who's going to the World Series in the TBPL this year? Or I should say this
Ooh,
season.
I gotta go the gamblers and the rage. You know.
Okay, I feel like it's either the Pirates in the Rage or it's the Gamblers in the Rage. It just really depends on who wins. The Pirates versus the Gamblers.
I think the gamblers are just such a better team, unless that crab really ended ish completely.
Oh my God, I should bring that up with Pope's interview. That'd be really funny. I should do
Oh
that.
yeah.
I'll do that. All right. Okay, let's assume Ish is out for the season. I don't think he is, but let's say he was. Do you still think the Gamblers are a better team than the Pirates?
Who do the Pirates have right now?
They have JC, who has been AFK for like 4 days, so we don't know where he is. They have Peach, they have Ritos, and assume they get Geraldo.
Okay, so they basically have. I think Geraldo is easily going to carry that team.
Okay.
I think JC is severely underrated. JC is really good.
He just needs to come back from his nap. He's been gone for like 4 days. I don't know where he is.
But the thing is, if you put a matchup, so if you do, we're still saying Ish is out, right?
Yeah, and let's assume JC's gone since he's literally gone.
That would mean Landon would probably have to play. But
Probably.
if you matched it up, you probably Geraldo versus Toasted.
Yep.
Uh,
Peach versus Damien.
yeah.
Ritos versus Tret.
And I think Doritos versus Tread is actually a pretty good game. Probably the best game out of both of those.
I
Or
wouldn't
all of
doubt it. Tret is a really good player. A lot of people don't credit him where he needs it.
them.
Could he win an MVP? You know, honestly, I think it's possible. It just really depends on how good of a season he's having. I think if he puts time into getting better, because I don't think he used to do it all the time in the MLTV. He used to put time into like practice and everything, but he rarely
Hmm.
does it anymore. If he puts more time into playing and like actually tries to get better, I think he can easily win an MVP. Easily.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think Tret is a crazy underrated player as well. There's a lot of really good players in the league that nobody pays attention to. Like Drew is one of them. Definitely Crew is easily one of them.
Yeah.
I think I think Enzo is one of them. I mean, people know he's good, but I don't think people understand how
Uh,
good he can be.
I don't know about Enzo.
Enzo's kind of a funny figure.
I don't know how to describe Enzo. I played him yesterday.
Oh yeah, how'd that
It
go?
wasn't his best. It wasn't his best game.
Enzo washed?
Maybe a little bit. I scored 5 runs. Then he started doing some weird stuff, so I just left. Uh,
What do you mean by weird stuff?
he was just doing. It was like a little bit laggy. I don't know what happened there. Just started pitching all week. Not fun.
All right, I got my MVP prediction this season for both
Alright.
leagues. He's gonna win both leagues MVP. It's gonna be Josh. Josh is gonna be the greatest player of all time. You do.
Big ol' stinky.
Yeah, bro. Stinky's gonna win, bro. Dude, imagine Josh. Josh has been telling me he's been working on his like, totally baseball stuff, and he said he's not too bad now. And I'm not sure if I believe it because I haven't really seen him play, but it'd be kind of funny. It'd be hilarious if Josh won an MVP award. But
He'd probably be the best player in the Pirates.
you
Or
mean
Parrots,
Parrots?
whatever. Yeah.
I don't even think, dude. The Parrots only signed one person. They have digital. I think that's it. I don't know if Josh is playing. I'll have to ask him. Let's see. We got like 2 more questions left. Wait, wow, we flew through those questions quickly. Jesus. All right, this one's an interesting question because I know you play baseball in real life. I'm not sure what position you play, but this could transition to totally baseball. Question is, if you could play any position in totally baseball, like real baseball, where would you play and why?
Oh, you know what? I think I think catcher and shortstop in Totally Baseball would be a really fun. I think those would be really fun to play.
Okay, I agree. Catcher position's a position that everybody's been asking for. In the, I don't know if you go into the totally baseball Discord that much anymore, but a lot of people ask for the catcher position to have like its own little play mode or whatever.
I've seen
I
that.
don't know if I agree with that. I don't think it's like needed as of right now, but I mean in the future maybe. But what position do you play in real life? If you mind me
I'm
asking.
a I'm a second baseman kind of guy, and
Oh,
that's really
okay.
where I only stick at.
So you'd rather play shortstop than second base?
Yeah, it just seems like you can be. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it just feels like you can have a lot of fun at shortstop
Okay, I agree. I think
in
shortstop's
Totally
probably.
Baseball.
I think shortstop and I think first base would be fun. Personally, I was a first baseman for a while. I'm a second baseman pitcher now. I'd still be a pitcher. I love pitching. Pitching's fun. But
hmm
yeah, no, I could definitely see your point. I think shortstop would be fun. Only problem is you can only hit home runs right now in the game, so I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't really work. And that's actually our next question. What in Totally Baseball, or sorry, what is Totally Baseball's biggest problem right now?
Ooh, this is tough. I
There is, I
think
could name a couple.
I'm gonna say one is the lagginess of servers sometimes.
Okay, I think that's fair. Anything else?
Another one is um, home runs, of course. I mean, that's always a
It's
complaint.
the offense is just crazy.
It's just crazy. Um, Another thing is I don't like how they don't have like curveballs, sliders, all those kind of pitches
Yeah, they used
that
to
you
have
have.
them.
Like,
Apparently, so this is what I was told. I personally haven't played in a while, but I was told that when the pitches first came out, uh, they were some of them were pretty balanced, but then like the splitter and slider were just ridiculously too hard to hit, which kind of baffles my mind because
a splitter?
hearing it's too hard to hit, it makes me kind of curious because it's pretty easy to hit in this game. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I think the biggest problems right now in the game are definitely the offense. I think the offense needs to be dimmed down. I talked to the devs about this, and I said we need like a slim bat option where you can like turn down like a slider where you could just turn down the bat size. It'd be great. Changes the hitbox and everything. And then I also said new pitches would help. New pitches would be great. And then I think that honestly that'd be perfectly as long if they do that, I'd be perfectly fine with where the game is. I don't even care if they add updates at that point anymore. I just want new pitches and a choice to make the bat smaller. What do you think? Oh,
sorry, just had
Briezzey,
to,
where'd you go, bro?
my Wi-Fi went a little cuckoo here.
Little cuckoo bananas.
Yeah,
Did you hear anything I said right there?
I heard you talking about like no more updates after they do those updates. So
And I said, what do you think about that?
I think I actually still really like the idea of a 9v9. I think that changed everything.
I don't know how that would work though. I mean, don't get me. I think I know how it'd work, but I'm saying like, it's literally gonna be the most boring thing ever if the offense is just only home runs. I mean, the infield's barely gonna do anything. Like I understand, like sometimes you hit the ball down, but I mean, besides that, what else? It just really depends.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, like I said, in my opinion, 99 can't exist unless they fix hitting and they fix pitching, because there's literally it's just gonna be a home run derby at this point. Um,
I think. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think they should. From someone who swings normally, I think they should figure out a way to stop the flick swing. I mean, flick
I
swings are
don't think that's
great.
possible.
I know be very difficult, but those are, I don't know.
Definitely the biggest problem. I mean, I personally don't have a problem with it personally, but I actually talked to one of the devs, and this made me feel a little bit better. They were like, I was talking to them like how I used to be crazy before the ping. I still think the ping update has screwed me over, but they were like, yeah, a lot of people are Quest players. They play each other. Yeah, I'm a Steam VR user because I have a Valve Index. Flex. I have a Valve Index, and I like to play on there a lot because it's the only thing I have to play on. And I was talking to them about it. I was like, you know what? I wish I just don't like playing the game anymore because the offense is crazy. And they're like, do you play on Steam VR? I was like, yeah, I play on Steam VR. And they're like, versus Quest users? Like, yeah, it's pretty much the only thing I have to do. And this dev was straight up like, there might be a sync bug where stuff might be a little delayed for you because you're playing on a separate server. And I was like, uh-huh. And I honestly didn't know what they were talking about. So, who knows? Maybe Steam VR users are just cursed.
Yeah.
Right. Quest users reign supreme. But, go ahead, sorry.
Never heard anybody play on a Valve, to be honest.
Dude,
I'm being honest.
I'm an outlier. I'm built different.
You're probably the only in the server.
Probably. Something like that. That we are out of questions. Do you have anything else to say?
No, not really.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 3 of the TBPL official podcast. Briezzey, thank you for coming on. I had a lot of fun. This is definitely not as long as I wanted it to be, but honestly, I still had a great time. Notes for today. The Crewway is a cult. I said this last episode. I'll say it again. See you guys later.